Hello and welcome to the video training module Property Preview. The properties can be accessed from the website by clicking on the Properties link that appears just below the banner on the website. You click the Properties link, and the first thing you're going to notice is that over here on the left hand side are a series of links that allow you to look at the property list in a number of different ways. For example, you can look at the complete entire property list by clicking on the All Properties list here. You can click on the selected city to just look at properties based on the name of the city or the community that you're interested in. Same thing with batch, zip, district, and selected tax range. These are all links that allow you to narrow down the property listing based on the selection criteria that you enter. So let's take a real quick look at the selected city link. And the first thing you're going to notice here is that you have a drop down. You can click on that and select the properties in a given area that you're interested in looking at. So let's just go ahead and select Bowie in this case. And what we see is that we have in the listing right now items 1 through 10 of 230. This means that right now we're just displaying the first 10 properties out of the 230. But we give you the ability to control how many properties you want to see on the screen at any given time. And this is the drop-down list that you can click on to select the number of properties that you want to look at. And if you want to look at all of them, you can select that option, and that'll give you all 230 on the screen at one time. Now, what's nice about this is that you can click on the column headers that you're interested in, such as, for example, assessed value. Let's say you want to sort this property list for all the properties in Bowie based on assessed value. I can click the assessed value link, and I can click that again, and that alternates between displaying the properties either in ascending or descending order. And again, you can do that with any of the column headers that appear here. By the way, one of the things that I want to mention to you, and this is important to keep in mind, is that as you get closer to the sale date, the property list will change because properties, the taxes are paid and they drop off the list. So you want to make sure you come back and visit the website on a regular basis leading up to the sale, so that you keep current on which properties are still in the sale. Alright, so we give you that tool to be able to control how many are displayed and to be able to sort that property list based on the column headers that appear here on the screen. Everything that you can do is to download the property list to either Excel or to a text file for import into another program, or to just work in Excel with the property list as it appears here. We do give you the ability, by the way, to click on the account number, and that'll pull up the Department of Assessments and Taxation's list of properties, or the record for that particular property. And you can also get a map of where that property is located by clicking on the Map It link. That's pretty useful. Sometimes you might get lucky and actually see a photo of the property in that on that map link. Alright, one of the other things we've done is to give you the ability to create custom folders. Let's say, for example, that I wanted to move all of the properties that are in the Bowie area into its own folder. I can create a folder by clicking into this Create New Folder box and just type in Bowie and say, go ahead and create that new folder for me. And now, when I look at my drop-down of folders that are available to me, there's the Bowie folder. I can select that, and then I can select whatever number of properties that are in the property list for Bowie and move those properties into that custom folder for use at a later time when I'm ready to start bidding. So I'm just going to go ahead and select all of the properties in the list, all 230, and then I'm going to click on the link that says Add Selected to whatever value I have here in the drop-down, which is Bowie, and that'll go ahead and move all those properties into the Bowie folder. I can look at the properties that are in any given folder that I create by going to the My Folders link over here on the left-hand side and clicking on that link, and then clicking on View Folders, and select the folder that I'm interested in looking at. And that will then show me all the properties that I have in that list, all 230 of them, as you see here. Alright, so those are some pretty nice tools we give you. And then there's one last tool I want to show you quickly, and that's the property search This allows you to create custom property searches. So let's say, for example, that I'm interested in creating a search that's based on city, and I select, again, city equals or contains, either one will work, and I type in Bowie, and I say, and the assessed value is greater than or equal to $300,000. Whoops. And then I can save this search if I want to, because again the property list is going to change, and I can come back here and rerun this search every time the property list changes, and I can just call this Bowie assessed value greater than 300,000. And I can clear my prior search results, or I can just add to them. In this case, I'm going to say clear the prior search results, click the submit button, and this then will give me a listing of all the properties that are in Bowie. You can see here, if you go down the list, I'm going to look at all of them so I can see all of them that have been selected. All of them under the city column say Bowie, so I know that worked correctly. And if I click on the column header to sort them by assessed value, I can quickly see that the lowest value is over $300,000, and then it goes up from that point if I'm in ascending order. If I'm in descending order by assessed value, I can see the most expensive going down to the least expensive in terms of property assessment values. Okay, and again, I can download those, whatever the case may be. In another module, we will cover for you how you can use these folders when you go to place your bids. So I hope you found this interesting and useful, and we do wish you good luck in the sale.